right, we're live. Shut the fuck up about your chapstick. Jesus Christ.
Yo, on
They're
brand.
sitting here talking about chapstick, and I'm just like, no, I haven't. I'm nasty. Anyways, we are live here on Hot Tag Takes. I am your host, John BRECKO. Becca Campagnucci, she couldn't stay away after last week.
Campanucci.
Did I get it wrong?
Yeah.
I got it right the first time. Jesus Christ.
It's okay.
I should have known better. But we got PJ over here. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, baby. I'm sorry I couldn't come last week.
Dude, you're good, man. You're good. What happened to you again? I completely forgot. I'm a bad friend.
I didn't have the money, and I didn't feel like leaving my bed.
Oh, okay.
It's like even if I wasn't sad about my finances, I couldn't have gotten there.
You were just sad altogether.
Dude, last time I didn't pay for a ticket to come here, I almost got arrested. Okay, I wasn't trying to do that again.
That did happen. That was a Tommy Chong episode.
That was right before the Tommy Chong interview, and then I told Tommy about it, and he was like, "Fuck 9, man." No, I'm kidding.
That's close enough. He went on a rant about the universe like a half hour later. That's close enough.
Listen. He's a lovely individual, yo. He's just one of the nicest fellas I've ever met in my life.
With a beard almost as nice as yours.
And his favorite Munchies food is corn. I learned that about him. That's very interesting.
Yeah, that's so weird.
I'm not gonna lie.
Wingstop is probably his favorite place.
I'm not gonna lie to you. After our Tommy Chong interview, I got blasted and ate a lot of different kinds of corn in one sitting.
I had work. Fuck you.
Listen, bro was on to something. That's all I'm saying. I grilled some corn. I got some creamed corn. I had a bunch of different kinds of corn.
Well, he's had time to experiment. Of course he's on to something.
Yeah, I know. So I just speed ran all of the corn.
Dude, he's literally been experimenting for 2 of your lifetimes and then like another half.
Yeah, I'm young.
We got Miller Mark here on the set. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good.
We haven't seen this man in a while on the show.
It's good to be back.
How
Thanks
you
for having
doing,
me
baby?
back. Oh, my bad.
You're
Yeah,
good?
Man.
I have no peripheral vision, so
You're all good.
Yo, I haven't seen you in a little bit. Before we get to our guest, how's everything been with you?
Oh, very good. As you saw, I just went down to Maryland to celebrate my mom's 80th birthday. So.
I did
Nice.
see that, and she waited until 3 in the morning for this man.
She's not a normal 80-year-old. She stays up till 3, 4 in the morning.
Is the MVP. I mean, I think the reason why is because you finally got the fuck out of your house. Which, speaking of people that need to get the fuck out of somebody's house with all their hockey practices and shit, we got an amazing guest.
Good segue.
On the show. Yes, let's go. She's so ready. We got an amazing guest that's coming on the show today. Perform with her at Eagles. She's a very, very funny comedian. Performs all over the New Jersey area. So excited to finally get the chance to bring her on the show. This has been months in the making. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for KRENTS.
Yeah.
Woo! Woo!
Hi,
Let's go.
Sabrina.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm sorry I can't be there with you live and in person.
I know. It's okay. I brought hot sauce. We got nacho fries. We were ready to go.
Come on, why are you teasing me like that? That's like, I love the late night snacks. I love them.
Are you a hot sauce person?
I am actually.
Okay, because the thing is, we're introducing a new segment that does involve hot sauce, where we're just going to eat hot shit and suffer for people's entertainment. And you could be the first person entertained by that.
I love that.
Yeah,
That's such a good segment. That's a good idea.
So, in a way, this actually worked out for you because you get to watch that, especially after you were being cold in a hockey rink for like an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. I just picked up, so I don't actually go into the hockey rink anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
you
better.
learned. I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I already declined because I hate hot sauce.
Yeah.
What kind of hot sauce is that?
So I got it from a place pretty close to here. This fucking sauce right here.
The fucking
Fucking
sauce.
sauce. Let me fucking tell you something right here. We got this fucking sauce.
Listen, all due respect. If you're gonna do the fucking Tony impression, at least fucking do it right.
With all due respect, I bought the sauce. You have no fucking idea what it's like to be number one.
Listen, all due respect, John BRECKO. I understand it's your fucking show or whatever.
Ruben, we got the fucking sauce.
Listen, we got the fucking sauce.
But it says salsa picante. Ralph Colon was in here earlier, said it looked like a snake. but it's got cat ears. So to me, it looks like little kitty cat sauce, but we'll find out. So the place I got it from, I'm not going to say where because they're not paying me.
Nice. High five.
Yeah, fuck that. So
Unless you guys
but
sponsor us.
What they do is they rank their sauces from mild to wild. What I like to get is the extra hot, which is right before wild.
I also rank my girl like that.
Oh, that's what you do.
Oh, it's too
fucking
easy.
dick.
That was too easy.
This is the time to break out your Donald Trump impression. She's a 4.
Monkey.
With all due respect, she's a 4.
All due respect, she's a 4. Dance monkey dance for John Gay Brecko.
I don't like how you just put that in my name. What is wrong with you?
Listen, you asked for it.
Yo, this comes out like so fast.
Oh my God. We're gonna pass away. Are we opening the show? Are we opening with the hot sauce?
Yeah,
Well, we started talking about it. So.
All right, let's do the
Might as well.
sauce.
So, fun fact, actually, we've never done this segment before. This is actually a very first time for us.
yeah.
So,
But this segment, what is the segment? You
Yeah.
just eat hot sauce.
we just eat hot sauce.
And pass away.
Yeah, Karen. Karen, did you
I
not get
can't
the
wait
bottle
till
of
I'm
hot
gonna be
sauce
the
we
only
mailed
one
you
here.
for this exact moment?
No, I'm really bummed out, guys, that like you not send me a bottle so we could all eat it together.
You listen, you got to come next time. I'll have it for the next show.
Yeah. No, I'll come the next time. Or someone just run it over to me in Morristown. Can you guys? Someone just send it right over.
I mean, I don't have a car, but like that's like a day walk. I can get my steps in.
Just somebody go to one of the laundromat shows going on over there. Give Karen hot sauce.
That,
All right, you
that's
gave me.
really-
All right, you gave me my hot sauce. You don't even get to watch the show. Get the fuck out.
Oh my.
Somebody just go to Eagles just for hot sauce delivery.
That's it.
No drinks for you, just hot sauce.
Eagles or laundromat.
I'm just gonna put it in somebody's fucking beer, just because they wouldn't give me any. I would be that guy. All right,
Yo.
who's grabbing hot sauce first? Come on.
Not me.
I know it's not you.
Oh, that one's a lather. Oh, that one's lather.
See?
I'm gonna grab a lather.
Yeah, I gotta take the lathered one. I
Yeah,
gotta
this
take
one's
the lead
lathered. The camera's far away, but AI
Yeah, hold it
digital
up.
zoom.
I can't really
Cheers.
see you guys.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.
So they're
Cheers with
nacho
nothing.
fries from Taco Bell.
Salute.
Just so everybody has some context.
I salute.
Thank God I came prepared with a drink.
That
I don't
tastes
even have a
fucking
drink.
great.
Doesn't it?
It's really good.
That's delicious hot sauce.
It's
Yeah.
actually not that hot, to be
It's
honest.
salsa. I know. I thought it'd be worse.
Yeah, John. What are you?
I
a
like
bitch?
spicy though.
I don't see anyone sweating. I don't see the camera. I need a tight shot of everyone, but I don't. From here, it doesn't look like anyone's sweating.
I mean, from here,
I
I
had
look.
one fry.
From here, I look like the sun.
I was gonna say we look like ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Dude, I've had Ruben fix the camera on me before, and it's
Yeah.
literally just a white outline. I look like fat Slender Man. I never thought I would.
Oh yeah, you were saying
hear
that the last
sentence
time.
come out of
Yo,
my mouth.
no, okay. So this is how my skin tone has been described before. So you know how when people don't want to be nice people, they're referred to someone who's very dark as midnight black.
No.
I am.
I'm sure I've heard that.
I thought you were gonna say
somewhere.
vampires.
I'm 1:15 p.m.
I normally-
white.
Oh god.
I've
I was
heard,
about to
I've
say, 'cause
heard
I
your
know-
asshole white, but no.
Because I normally don't go up to black people and be like, "You look like midnight." dude."
right.
Listen, it was a black person who made the observation. I was like, wait,
He said you look like 1:15 p.m. white.
Well, no, no. We were talking about racist things that people call black people, and then he was like, sometimes they call us midnight black, and then I was like, that's.
Listen. Here's the thing. I just.
Ruben, you're not
Hold
white.
on,
You know what
'cause
I'm
I
talking
want to say
about.
this about Ruben myself before he says anything. So
Ruben's more like 8:15 p.m.
No,
Yeah.
no. Because here's the thing. Ruben is like light skinned, but he has like a bald, shiny head. I think he looks like 6:45 in October.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Like I see that for Ruben.
Yeah.
All right, what the fuck did they say about you, Ruben? Who do I got to punch in the face?
more hot sauce.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm not commenting because I have a career, so I'm just shutting up. All right.
He does.
Well, no, it's okay. I was quoting someone.
One more on the shot.
The school I went to the Catholic school, and it was mostly
Yeah, go ahead.
black and Hispanic
Come on,
kids there. So this one black kid,
Music
we
hall.
became good friends. He comes up to me and goes, I used to have like really curly hair, so he said I looked like what do you call it? He said, Ruben, your hair looks like a big Brillo pad.
Oh, that one's bad.
Yeah, that's racist.
I said,
Get it.
So I go, oh yeah.
Is that why you're bald?
So I go, yeah. I said, you're so black. I think it's midnight. You should smile so we can see you.
Damn, and you can say that
I
and get
love
away
how
with it.
I love how we just came up with the midnight joke, and by coincidence,
Right.
This was in the 7th grade. Though.
Ruben's trying to look like hot
Ruben did a
shit.
racism, guys.
Ruben did a racism. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
That's all you wanted out of life, clearly.
It took 5 minutes for this to get racist. We're all white. This doesn't look good.
So
No, not at all.
the first thing that I want to ask Karen is because what I've noticed about the comedy scene, there's much more going on in North Jersey. I think you've noticed that. I've noticed that. I think anybody that's in the New Jersey scene probably notices that.
Yeah, I'm part of it. Come out to a show. I'll book you. What?
You've already done that, but sure. But I want to ask Karen, what's your favorite place to do a show at up in North Jersey? Because you got the laundromat show that Bob does. I met you at Eagles the last time I was over there. And
Right.
there's just so many other places to
There
do
are.
a show. Devil's Den in Newark.
Devil's
There's another
Den.
one that I've
Yeah.
never been to. But
Love Crescenzo.
I
Sweet,
have not, yeah, I
sweet
haven't
Italian
been to that
fella.
one.
huh?
Have you guys been to Have you guys been there? Or no?
I have not. Have you?
Devil's Den, yeah, I didn't mic there one time, but
Okay.
it was a slow restaurant night, so there was one person eating food in the corner, and it was just me, Anthony Crescenzo, and Eric Seltzer.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
No,
I
I just
know- I
did
know
a
those
show with
dudes,
Anthony.
yeah.
Anthony was on that show with me at Laundromat.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I saw you did a show with Hollywood and Crescenzo.
That's it. That's
Oh
it.
my God! I can finally do the Johnny Hollywood for someone else.
That's pretty good.
One time he gave me a ride home from a mic, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna whip it out, and I did. And he was like, "Huh, that's pretty good." And I was like, "Okay, thanks."
That is really funny.
You know that could mean many things, knowing it's Johnny Hollywood.
I love Johnny Hollywood.
I do too. In terms of where I like to best perform, I don't know. I mean, is it audience driven? Like the Laundromat audience was awesome. Like
Were they?
really a lot of fun. Such a great energy. I produce also at South and Pine, which is right down the
Wow.
street from Laundromat, which is this awesome restaurant where I do a show every other month there. We bring in comics from the city.
Nice.
I
Hey.
love Scotty's. I mean, have you guys been to Scotty's?
I've been to
It's so
Scotty's.
cool.
Scotty's is so much fun.
Oh, I just
that's
drove
when you
past
get
it in
the
a car. I had heard about it. I was riding there with a couple friends. I was like, "Oh, there's the legendary Scotty's."
That's it. It's been around for a while.
See, I'm based in the city, and there's no train station right there, so I've never been there.
You gotta go. You gotta go on
Okay.
Karen's show then,
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
and then hit up that laundromat so you know you made it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I'm telling you right now, that laundromat is really something. Have you guys ever been there? It's like a scene. You guys
Is
should
it?
go.
Where?
Yeah, it's a total scene. I mean, again, not really so much. It's the first time they tried comedy, and it was great. But they've got a really, I guess it's open Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night.
Okay.
And it's a total scene down there. It's fun.
What is?
Is it a literal laundromat, or
The
that
laundromat?
they just
no,
call
so
it?
the whole hook is like the initial when you walk in, it looks like a laundromat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's like a secret entry.
Yeah,
That's
that makes
right.
sense. Yeah.
Exactly right. Have you been?
Okay.
Or have you gone?
No,
I've never been.
You've never been.
No.
Yeah.
No, all
No,
my
she
stuff,
just-
like I
she
said,
just
I'm
owns a
New York
business and
stuff.
happens
So.
to live close by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
Where do you guys perform then? So where are you closest? So Somerville, or where are you guys near, Eva?
so I'm near Hamilton. He actually comes down here. He's over by Rawway.
Yeah, I'm an
So I'm
hour
a little bit further
north.
south.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
I mean, excuse me.
I think it's getting to him.
Yeah, no, sorry. The hot sauce is really getting to me.
Saucing.
I can't feel my tongue.
Right.
Sauce
no
is
need for an
saucing.
apology. It's fine.
I mean, listen, I should apologize because that was like a 6 out of 10. Like if it was like an 8 or higher, I wouldn't apologize. But
Listen, he said
No, it's good.
he says that, but he was complaining about the Popeyes ghost pepper wings I got him.
either way, so I run
All right,
no,
the first
I
and only time this segment was ever aired.
we had
No,
we had a ginger
that's a lie.
we had a ginger die on us. That's an endangered species. We got a big fine for that one. No, but I run a few mics up there, and me and a few buddies run a few shows up there. We have like 4 venues,
Okay.
probably like a few shows a
You're
month.
in Garwood? Are you in Garwood?
Yeah. My open mics in Garwood.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hell yeah! You should like come on by sometime. Ha.
I would love it, man. I'm telling you, I'm in. I would love it.
I'll get you down to a show.
Yeah.
I've
I
seen
appreciate it.
I've seen your Instagram. You're a silly individual.
I'm silly, right? And
that
I
kind of
like,
point?
no, I would definitely call me silly. That night that we performed, right? That was kind of crazy at the club there.
Dude,
the Old
Eagles,
Men's Club.
Eagles is always insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
keep hearing that reference
so-
Eagles. What is
So
it?
hold on. The first time that I ever performed at Eagles, right? It was 2019, and it was like a 9 p.m. show. It was literally like the crazy part is it was literally almost the same exact lineup. I think like the only difference was like between you and like one other lady that was like on the show.
Okay.
Like it was No Filter Paul, it was Johnny Hollywood. Dave Farrell actually hosted, so that's not entirely true.
Every
But
time
he didn't host that show.
How did that go? So how did that one go versus the one that we just did together?
Oh, that went. Oh, they both went great. I mean,
Yeah.
I had fun at both of them. But the difference there was, it was crazy afterwards because I brought a friend of mine.
Wait,
and
you
I
have a
people
friend?
talk-
Alright,
yeah,
I'm just
I know. Surprising, right?
you got a friend in me.
But we stayed after the show for a little bit. We were talking to different people. We were having drinks. I didn't get the chance to do that last time, but I remember when like the after party started, there was like this little Spanish dude that kept trying to fight me. Like in the middle of it, and like at one point I could tell he was serious, like when he was like getting chest to chest with me, and I'm over here just like kind of waiting for something to happen, because like you could see my face like change, and then Bob kind of comes in the middle of it. His friends kind of get him to like cool off for a little bit.
Why
But
was
then
he
we were
mad?
just chilling there. People, I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
We were just chilling there. People kept talking to me. They kept trying to play pool. I brought my friend Justin with me. He kept trying to play pool. And I was just trying to get out of there for like 4 hours.
those are the, you
And
gotta
it just
admit,
wasn't fucking happening.
you gotta admit, those are the best.
I mean, it was great, but I was like, yo, I got work at 7 in the morning.
Those are the best comedy nights, though, when like you want to leave but you can't, so you end up staying for a while, and you're like, shit, I'm not leaving. I might as well have some fun.
Not gonna lie, that was fucking Garwood for a little bit.
Yeah, it was.
We got caught up playing pool. I wanted some food. No, his show is a fucking amazing time.
That shit was fun.
I'm all in, man.
So-
and what is the what is the Black Betty's one too? That I wanted.
Where
to
those
see.
strippers go bam lamb.
I'm in. Listen, I've heard about Black Betty's for a long time.
I'm sure it's better than flamingos.
so
I went in because I did flamingos, and let me tell you, it was one of the first shows, if not the first show I did after the pandemic. And they brought those disgusting sperm-infested velveteen chairs from within this strip club. They brought them outside.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
all
they
the
did.
strippers, right after I got off stage, one of the owners was like, "Are you a stripper?" And I'm like, "No, dude, not a stripper. I'm not a fucking stripper. I'm a comedian."
There's a comic.
I was
I
doing.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but there's a comic named Gina Hyena. First time I
know
saw her
her.
perform, the first time I saw her perform was in Flamingos, and she was wearing like a cut off shirt, short shorts, and I was like, oh shit, is one of the strippers doing comedy?
Yeah.
And I mean no disrespect by that. I thought it was one of the coolest things ever.
We've had that happen.
she a
At
stripper?
we've had that happen at
No.
Black Betty's. A handful of the
She just looked like
strippers
a
are very
stripper.
supportive. So
Yeah.
so upstairs
got
is
the
the go-go
stripper
bar,
vibes.
like the actual like
you
titty
like that
bar
too.
spot.
I love
Christ.
that.
And then downstairs is
not a
the
good
comedy
stripper.
and free wings from Planet Edison in Planet Wings in Edison.
Listen, you can't even make that up. I've heard about that show now from, as I said, like another really good friend of mine who's a comedian. He and I used to co-produce together. He has since moved back to LA, but he's like, I'm going to bring you to that gig. I'm like, come on, I'm waiting. And it never happened. But I love the whole idea of it. Anytime there's strippers involved, I'm 100% in.
And sometimes between
that.
the stripper sets, they'll come down for our sets. Like they'll just throw on like a hoodie and like a quarter zip it up and just like hang out downstairs and be like, haha, wings, bitch, I'm on my break.
That's like a reality show. You know that, right?
It's
Like,
so
oh,
funny.
like that.
It's
Come
so
on.
funny.
Yeah, I was
And-
doing a show at Flamingos, and you know how it was in the parking lot, and
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of my set, and somebody's car alarm went off. I'm like, this is horrible.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah, no, that right there, that was Rich's show, and I did it was like one of the first shows I did, and I'm like, all right, this is where we are now in life.
yeah, I did it like 3 or 4
Where would you rather
times.
do a show at? Be honest, Flamingos or Lenora's?
I did Lenore's too, and I was told to leave my purse locked up in my trunk.
Jesus.
Oh,
Yo.
He's like, just leave it in the car. I'm like, are we being serious right now?
Yo, say what you will, but I personally, Lenore's holds a special place in my heart. I
you're
love
a fucking
Lenore's.
weirdo.
Where is
Okay,
that?
Ray, I'm with
It's
you
in
on that.
Hackensack.
I actually, it's a very,
Is that like a bad area?
Well, so
Everybody just talks the whole time.
Yeah.
And
I
No,
will.
if you can get them to focus that's on you, that is the whole show in and of itself.
I-
Like it is just if you can get them to shut up, which I did both times I performed. So I'm like,
Oh,
all
look
right,
at you.
obviously something's going right here.
I will-
Yeah, it
I-
really
I-
sucks when there's a Yankees game on or
Yeah.
something.
I will say that Lenore's.
I just talk to the people in the front.
Lenore's has been doing better because it's still Carucci's and Sharon Simon's room.
Yeah.
And then they had John Greer run it for a while, and now they have my buddy. He's one of the guys I produce shows with in North Jersey. He now runs the room, Vin Baker, and he's selective with who he brings in, and it's Lenore's definitely does a lot better than it did when we first started.
Is
I'd
that
love to
still
hear
once
that.
a month? Because I have it in my
Yeah.
calendar. I just never go to it anymore.
Yeah, no, it's still once a month, first Thursday of every
I
month.
remember when Mike Favor did the show, and somebody literally tried talking to him in the
Oh
room.
yeah, I was there.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
You were there for that?
No, maybe but I heard the story or I was there. I can't remember it.
And this guy's in a wheelchair
Yeah.
too, so he's not going anywhere. Like this dude's literally
Oh, I
just
saw
tapping.
him. Actually, he was there when I was there. The guy in the wheelchair. I
Oh
don't
my
know,
god.
Oh, really?
setting it up.
Yeah, because wasn't he like, dude, I'm doing a spot. I'm talking on the mic or something.
Oh,
Did you not see the mic in the fucking hand?
I love people. I love Lenore's is so.
I like it because it feels. You know what? So this is what I really enjoy. Ready? I like a gritty, real room. I don't
Yeah.
like things sometimes to be polished. I actually like an authentic freaking audience, and I like it to have a little grit to it. You know, I really do.
Ain't mad
I
at that.
prefer that.
I like the fakest room as long as they're laughing.
They're initially against you.
Yo.
Yeah, I like the whole idea of like getting the crowd to focus and like winning them over potentially, and you know,
So I'm
as long as I'm physically safe. That also.
yeah.
Yo,
No,
that's one
that-
of the
that would
best
help.
vitamin water flavors. Yo, everyone, give it up for vitamin water right now. Everyone, clap.
Ooh, I could go for one of
Vitamin water.
those.
Not sponsored, but vitamin water is great.
I'm busy
I
drinking
just
something
I'm
else.
actually addicted, so hopefully this will not harm me in the long run. I can't tell you how many of these I drink a day. It's
Yo,
actually-
wait till you hear about microplastics, yo.
Yeah.
Listen,
It's not gonna
Yeah,
be
about
good.
that.
I'm busy drinking something else and releasing snot at the same time. Okay.
What do you got there?
Hot
what
sauce?
are you drinking? What's over there?
I just pulled up the hot sauce.
I mean, I can feel my tongue again.
You can?
It really wasn't bad.
Well,
At all.
Bro, I had most of the
Well,
fries.
no.
Oh, you ate most
Well,
of
no,
it,
but then
yeah.
I drenched them and put like
Right.
5 in my mouth.
Saturated it.
Yeah, you did that all at once.
That'll make you stay.
I let them soak for a minute, and then I was like,
So, I want to let everybody know, like, how this is how I enjoy hot sauce, right? I like to be in pain from hot sauce,
same.
but I also like to
Masochist.
enjoy what I'm eating, right?
Hey,
So,
I didn't
like,
need to know
I need
that.
a good
So.
mix. No, like I need a good mix of pain
I
and
get that.
flavor.
Well, here's
Pain
my
and pleasure.
here's
Yeah.
my thing.
Balance.
If you're out here self-harming with hot sauce, does that make you a sadist or a masochist? Because you're the one inflicting the pain,
Listen, this
but
is
you're the
the
one
most-
receiving the pain too. So does
This
that
is
make
the
you
most healthy
both?
Form of
I
self
think it makes you both. It makes you both.
Yeah.
Yo, you can be S and M if you just chug a bottle of hot sauce.
Just by myself.
On your-
It's got little
I like
kitty
it on
ears
my
on it.
eggs.
It's so
Who
cute.
likes it? You know, that's for me. That's like in the morning. I like a little hot
Oh,
sauce
on the eggs.
Oh, you just brush
so
your teeth
good.
with
Yeah,
it?
I do.
Just brush
Yeah,
your teeth.
yeah. You got your little Folgers coffee right out the Keurig and
Just
shit.
so everybody
No,
knows
not
this.
out of the no. Starbucks, and I brew the pot. I brew it, and more like, and I don't even really eat breakfast at home. It's more of like a diner thing. You know, I don't
That's
know if you
fair.
guys like.
Yo,
diner.
diners are the fucking best.
They always got
Right?
the Tabasco ready.
They always got the Tabasco ready, and
That's
also,
it.
also diner prices are one of those. Diners are one of those places where you know inflation didn't really mess things up. Chocolate
Yeah,
milk
I
is still $1.75 a lot of places.
But what
Hey,
Karen was
isn't
trying
New
to say is
Jersey
this is
like the
basically
capital of
Colgate to
diners?
her.
It is. It is.
Yeah, that's what I thought. No.
Yeah.
You were
Yeah, 'cause
saying
in the
something.
city, I'm a city person that was forced to move to New Jersey. You don't have a ton of diners in the city.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
actually, I shouldn't say that. In my old neighborhood, because I was in Hell's Kitchen, there was
Oh.
like a couple
There's probably a
really
few.
good ones right by my apartment on 51st between 8th and 9th.
Yeah, I live in Queens. There's a couple good ones.
Okay.
Hell's
Where
Court
are you?
Square Diner and everything.
All right, so let me ask the New York people here really quick, just because I'm curious. What's your favorite kind of food spot to go to? Is it like a diner? Is it like a pizza spot? Just because we're talking about it, so.
Anything. I actually just had frog
Well,
legs.
you're a big dude,
Yeah.
so help me narrow it down a little bit.
Yeah, I went. My friend
frog
took me to Chinese, like all you can eat, and I was like, "Well, frog legs are on the menu. Let me try that."
So now you just like frog legs.
I just eat anything because I'm fat. I'm not a picky eater.
But like, are frog legs like a bigger thing for you now?
No,
Were they good? Like, what does it taste like?
chicken. It really
Okay.
does.
I thought that was gonna be like the moment where he had an epiphany and like he has them
No.
all the time now. He'll have them in anything with any food. Like he'll have cupcakes with a side of frog legs.
No, I did start hopping home, but all right, that was stupid.
I mean, we're big dudes. You ain't hopping any damn where. All right, what's a place that you like to eat? Like diners, pizza, Chinese, like.
So initially it was pizza, right?
Okay.
I was like super starving and I didn't have a lot of money. That was like throughout my 20s, right?
99-cent
I feel
pizza.
that.
99-cent
Yeah.
pizza, the best
All right,
pizza.
so I was
I'm
hitting
just
pizza
getting over
every
that.
night. We can be honest, and I was hitting up multiple comedy clubs within one night, and I get a slice of pizza, and I did that for a very long time. Now I'm kind of off the pizza, so I would say Mexican. There's a couple really good Mexican spots I like because I do like tequila. So I'd say
That's fair.
Mexican, and there's a couple spots that I love, and one that I still go to that was on the corner, like 2 blocks or 2 doors down from my apartment, and I still go there.
What's your
Listen,
favorite tequila?
Don Julio Blanco.
Fuck yeah.
Thank
I
you.
like it.
The only time I've ever thrown up while having alcohol in my system was when I did 4 doubles of Don Julio at a Texas barbecue place. And
Yes.
no, the thing is, the alcohol isn't what made me throw up. What happened was I was so full and half of it was alcohol.
You heard
and
John
I
set and
I
just
took
threw
this
up?
hit
All
of
right.
this like Delta 8 shit that I bought from Kratom CBD, and it made me cough up a fucking storm. And I coughed so hard, like I was just walking
up.
down the street. No, I didn't even stop. I was just like. I watered some plants that night, yo. I'm telling you that right now.
By the
That's-
way,
that's-
I know, and then you were fine, or obviously not. No, you peed.
Oh, you know, I was fine. I just went, just got one little, and then I was like, that's better.
hey,
That was
when
like
you
me
fake
walking out
throw
of
up,
Pets Plus
fake
when I
throw
was
up that
17.
way. All right.
For what?
I faked
Ah,
all over his
I'm
leg.
allergic
Yeah.
to tequila, so
That
I've
was
only had
disgusting.
it like once or twice.
Fake throw up on the host.
I just like my entire face got like super hot and I just started projectile vomiting. I'm allergic to
She's
tequila.
allergic to tequila.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I know a friend is allergic, or not, my ex's friend, who, why did I specify? I don't know.
I was wondering the same thing.
Yeah, no, I don't know why I did.
Really, who gives a shit?
Lore. Either way, this
Lore.
Polish person,
Lore.
she is fully allergic to all alcohol, and so like one time she was at like a sleepover in like middle school, and they're like, "Let's try beer," and she was like, "Okay," and then she did it, and then
I'm
she
a beer
almost
person
died.
myself. She tried beer.
And she almost
took
died.
like 2 sips of like a Miller Lite, and then almost fucking
Yo.
died.
She had to get her stomach pumped or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh,
By the way, I love John jumping in at the best part. He was like, she
At the
almost
stomach
died.
pump?
He was like Polish girl.
No, he was like, I like beer, right as you were saying. She almost died. Perfect timing.
she almost died. I like beer. Wait, so let me ask you: Are you more tequila or whiskey?
Depends on the night. If I'm trying to, just chill out a little bit, relax, I'll have a nice Jack on the rocks.
See,
You know what I'm saying? But
beer-
if I'm out and about and I'm like, oh, we're getting fucked up tonight, I'll be like, give me the entire bottle of tequila.
See, because here's the thing. So I'm always beer first, because I could chill with the beer, I could relax, and I could take my time getting fucked up. If I'm gonna get real fucked up a night, let's do it with some foreplay. You know what I mean?
Here's my thing. I'm Irish, so I'm 2 shots, beer or 2, and then hard liquor. You gotta
I
get
got-
the 2 shots to kick in, and then have
See?
the beer to slow it on in there, ease
See?
it in there.
I feel that, but like the beer will just help me ease it in, bro. Like it just works because I know if I'm going for a shot, I'm gonna keep going for it, and I'm gonna be fucked up within like 20 minutes. Where's the foreplay?
Yeah,
Like
that
I'm
is
done
true.
drinking as soon as I start.
Listen,
no.
listen,
You know?
listen. Here's what I'm saying. Have you ever been out all night with your girl, and you guys are talking mad game the whole night? And you get home, there's no foreplay that night.
No,
It's
no.
we've been talking about this all night. Let's just go. That's
Yeah.
me with alcohol.
Or it gets ugly. It's that like sloppy, like passing out sex that you like wake up and you're like, did even anything happen? You
That's
know?
the best.
No,
And you're like,
Oh,
wait.
that's awful.
no, that's
Exactly.
not the
And
best.
then-
I
No,
want to
it's not the best.
remember.
No.
Exactly.
That's the
mean,
best, and he just
Yeah,
humped
like,
the
I wanna-
pillow.
Like
Not,
it can be sloppy, but I want to remember.
Yeah, I want to know,
I
like,
know, the not remembering with and it was like, no, it was good. It was really good. I'm like,
waking up with no clothes on and
This
just
is
being
somebody
like,
who's had to
what's
deal
going
with
on?
Somebody who had whiskey
Exactly.
dick a few times.
Yo, listen. When I was playing that swingers convention in the Poconos, I guess if you're on the party floor and they had Jello shots like that, they kept restocking the entire.
Don't tell me
weekend.
somebody got whiskey dick at an orgy. That's the worst.
No. So I had a lot of Jello. Like when I say, I mean like a lot. Like when I say a lot of Jello shots because they were free and I'm poor.
Oh, yo, they might be free at my wedding.
I
Depending on
I
if
have
the-
a semi.
Depending on
right
how many
now.
touchdowns the Eagles get.
You're gay.
No, but the bar on the side is owned by a former Eagle,
which former Eagle?
Ron Jaworski.
Oh, awesome. Jaws. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, we might be getting free Jello shots if they score touchdowns.
that's pretty cool.
Are they gonna have a Jello shot called Blue Balls and a Jello shot called Suck My Dick?
I mean, you're gonna be drinking those by yourself. But
Listen, yo, that's all they had here. They had a cherry flavored one
PJ.
called the chocolate cherry popper. I was like, what? Dude, these names were wild.
I mean, maybe it might be like dyed red with like blood, and it might be called Jaws, which I think would just be badass.
that would be bad.
Hey,
and it would
PJ.
fit with the motif.
I just want to know, did you have a lot of Jello shots?
I had a lot of Jello shots, and
He was swallowing a lot that night.
Wait, can we talk about the swingers? Did you say a swingers convention?
Yeah, he
What was
performed
yeah.
at a swingers convention.
What's it called? I was at work one day.
Well, I
and,
don't think you want to tell the full story.
Yes,
I-
you do.
Yeah, I'm
You
not,
know
I'm
what
not
I
gonna go
mean.
into as detailed
We
as I did
want
when I
to
told it 20
remember the
minutes ago.
sloppy sex that you saw.
So, I got a call. I was supposed to get off work.
Who do you work for? Who do you work for?
Well, he doesn't work for him anymore, but that's all
Yeah,
right.
yeah. It was a local deli.
Got it. Okay.
I'm 20. It's what I get. Without a car, within walking or biking distance on my 7-speed bike.
Wait,
Yeah, I picked him up on the
7
train.
I
to
got
get
a
here.
call. I was supposed to get off at work at 5:00. I get a call from Anthony Ennis and Dave Hodge at 2:45, and I called Hodge back, and Hodge said, "Hey, sexy," because I assume you know Hodge.
Why does the name sound familiar?
He-
Guys,
Dave
I'm not
Hodge.
impressed with
He's
you
always,
podcast.
he hangs out.
Wait,
with,
wait, who is he?
He hangs out with No Filter Paul.
I'm sorry.
He was
Oh,
on with us that
yeah.
night.
We're getting the party started.
Hey.
Yo, I'll
Sorry,
do it too.
hi.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right, here we
but-
go. All right.
Christ.
Dude, this party's started now, dude.
Listen, I got my lifeguard shirt. If somebody needs CPR,
I'm wearing a cashmere sweater and I'm in my office and I'm like, all right,
I
it's
don't-
like really
I don't-
I
hot.
thought you were gonna twirl it around for
I
a
don't know if
second.
you can tell on camera, but I'm also wearing a cashmere sweater.
I knew you were. I knew you were. It's so great, and yet
He's
also
still got
really
layers
hot.
on. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, yeah, I don't
That's
like
why
the
you
summer.
always gotta have another layer on. You got to dress in layers.
Also,
Exactly.
Good man.
I want to tell the audience, Ruben's completely naked back there. All right, I'm just kidding.
Holy shit,
Yeah,
he's
Ruben-
fucking hung.
Yeah, Ruben just pulled it out.
Yeah, he's definitely
Just
got
whipped it
BDE.
out.
I will
He's
say
yanking
that.
it.
All right.
Watch, the table is going up and down from the window.
Who knew it was gonna be this kind of show tonight? Thank God I'm not in the studio.
Ruben's head is shinier than usual.
Yeah.
Karen was like the hot fries would almost not be worth it.
But what's what's it called? He calls me. He's like, "Hey, we're leaving at 5. I'll come pick you up at 5." And I was like, "I get it. We're off work at 5." He was like, "So do you not want to do it?" I was like, "No, I'm gonna tell them I'm sick." And then I left. bike to the nail salon because my girlfriend was there getting her nails done. And I was like, hey, baby, you know you're working tonight? And she was like, yeah. I said, not anymore. Get in the car. And
This
then
sounds like a kidnapping.
I kidnapped the
car.
shit out of her.
Hey, maybe she's into that. You never know.
She is.
She is.
John, you know these things. Either way.
I forgot. I'm sorry. I actually forgot.
So we go there. It was a 2-nighter. The first night was like an okay set. It was good. Like it wasn't nothing like, whoa, best set in the world. But second night was so much easier because all the naked people, I had seen them the night prior. So it was just very easy as the host to be like, I saw your penis.
Oh, so you told me this story. You have stage fright? Is
No.
normally? Oh, okay. No, I was just wondering.
Sometimes I get that little jolt of anxiety.
Yeah. No, I was wondering why you were mentioning that. That's really funny.
Yeah, no, it was
Can
definitely.
you imagine everyone's naked, which I do like when I do a lot of crowd work, and I love crowd work. You
Crowd work is so
imagine
much
everyone
fun.
naked, so I imagine that for that show, that probably came in handy.
I
Also,
just
the
don't
most-
wear my glasses. I can't see the audience.
The most beautiful thing I've ever seen at a comedy show, and I don't want to I don't want to grant this title to me, but I have to. There was a small lull in the room for a moment, and then I said, "Yo, someone whip out their titties for comedy," and then 3 girls just comedy. It was they're like comedy, and I was like, "Oh,
You know, when I think of titties, I don't think of hair like that.
One lady just lifted the skirt up and was like, "Comedy, everybody!" I was like, "Jesus, shave."
That's what I'm
when
saying to
women
you.
start pulling their tits out, I had a gig at a VFW hall, and it was a biker. It was like a biker bar, and this woman had way too much to drink, and we're in the bathroom together. I just got to the gig, and I'm like, I don't even know if I can do this. I walk into the bar. I'm like, all right, it's gonna be this. I walk into the bathroom, and the woman's like, "Do you want to see my tits?" Sorry. And I'm like, what? And she's like, do you want to see them? I just had surgery done. I want to see them. And I'm looking around. I'm like, am I getting punked? Like, how did I not get yet?
Yo, Ashton Kutcher reference.
Flashes me her boobs.
Have you ever
And
seen
then-
the movie Summer Rental? It's with John Candy. Have you seen it?
Is that what she called her tits after she
No,
flashed them out? Look at my summer rental.
you have to see the movie Summer
Exactly.
Rental. Yeah.
Does she flash her boobs out to a poor comic who's just going to the bathroom before a gig? I was like, and then she was in the front row the entire time and was like talking back to me while I'm like, I beg of you, lady, like you're really drunk. I already saw your tits.
Lady,
Like,
help me out. I've seen
okay.
your tits. Like, you owe me something.
Lady, help me out. I've seen your tits. You got to show me
They
more.
had surgery. You still have the stitches in.
Honestly, it was one of the weirder gigs. I'm like, I don't think I've ever had that. That was very, very strange. I'm like, okay.
Hey, you want to look at my rentals that I got from Blockbuster?
Actually, John did that to me right before the show. We were
I
in the
actually did
men's
that to
room.
PJ,
He was like, I got to show you my tits.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, please don't.
Yeah.
I did
So
that.
I want to hear more though about the nudie, because then I think so. Was it someone else did like a nudist camp or something over the summer? I think it was No Filter. Paul was telling me about it. I think it was a while ago.
Oh, yeah. Paul told me he did that.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, that is so trippy. I really can't imagine. I don't think I could do it. I couldn't do it.
It was very
You
interesting.
wouldn't have to imagine people naked.
It was very
That's
interesting.
right.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, listen, it was a pool and you were allowed to be naked in it, and I was like, shit, you only live once, so I took off my pants and I got in the pool.
I think there are people though. That's what he was saying, that you wouldn't necessarily want to see naked. I think when you think of a group of people naked, you think of like hot people, like really.
This was not that at all. Well, I mean, there were some. There were some that were like, "Oh, wow, good for good for him."
PJ was out
Good for
here in
her.
that nudist retirement home.
Were they old?
It was like generally between like 35 and like 55. There were,
That's not that bad.
there were a lot of 40s and
Could be
50s, a few
Yeah, it could be
60s.
Hey, I'm 42, so you're
Were any of them hot?
stepping on some territory
There were some
here.
hot ones.
Yeah.
I mean, there was one that I went outside to smoke a little marijuana on the first night, and
Try to get high.
and she was smoking a cigarette, and she was like, "Can I have some?" And I was like, "Sure." And she smoked some of my weed, and she was cool. And we were talking, just shooting the shit. And then the next night, I got into the elevator to go back up to the room, and she was getting face fucked in the elevator while wearing a schoolgirl outfit because it was
Wow.
back to school themed because September.
Jesus.
I really hope my mom's not watching this.
And then I watched her do coke off of another girl's tits. I was like, that's great.
That's hot.
That was like,
Dude, I was like, oh my
For the
god.
Yeah.
School theme though.
Dude, and then this is my favorite part of the story. I already told this part to these two, but me and my girlfriend were informed that there was a room that had a pina colada slushy machine in there. Now, me and my girlfriend are sluts for pina coladas,
Especially him.
especially me. I'm just a slut.
Like it at fruit.
But we go into the room, and right above the room it says Sibian room, and I'm like, what's a Sibian? And then they're like, you'll see. And I walk into the room, and directly to my left is just a girl getting fucked by a chair.
What?
Yeah, no, it's like a stool that like is form fitting for like if you're like sitting on something.
And it has a dick on it? Like
Yeah, it has
big dick?
no, and so it has a dildo, and then it,
Yeah,
and
no,
then,
it has
and then
a
it has
real
a little.
You
dick.
didn't tell us the chair part.
I did. Did I not?
No.
Okay,
you left
my
the
bad.
chair out of it.
Well, so there was a lady.
You left the most important detail out.
So there was a lady sitting on it, and so there's a dildo. Then there's also another part that's supposed to stimulate the clitoris.
Okay.
And you don't gotta do you don't have to ride it. You
chair
just sit on it,
penis?
and then the dildo
like-
fucks from the chair. So you,
It
You know, that's
fucks.
dildos tend to do.
well, no, so you just gotta sit there and be like, "Yo, this feels fucking great."
It's like getting into a massage chair.
I keep going into the room. I keep going into the room, and I find the pina colada machine. And I was like, "Oh hell yeah, pina coladas!" But then 2 feet away from the pina colada machine was the bed, and on the bed was a woman in a schoolgirl outfit, sprawled out like starfish style, with 4 people holding her down, 1 per limb, just like rubbing, like, "You're doing so good, sweetie," rubbing her arms. While you know the rosebud vibrator, there's a dude down there just doing his thing.
Wait, to the girl? On the
Yeah.
chair? Okay.
And I went to go pour the pina colada machine because I was like, you know, this is a very interesting experience, but like
And
this
he
is a
said
lot.
It poured slow.
Dude, I was trying to use that
He was probably barely touching it, so it poured slow.
I was trying so hard, John, and it wouldn't come out.
Oh, something was hard, PJ.
And just as I finished pouring the pina colada,
you see how he paused just as I finished?
you see how you pointed that out in the story too, you fuck?
You did it first.
I
I
did.
was not ready for this story. I was really. I have to tell you, I did not know that that's the direction this story was headed.
Not at all.
Fully
Not
true
at all.
story.
There's a
I
chair
don't think
penis.
any of us were
There's
really.
a chair
Listen.
penis.
I know comedy. I
Yeah,
know.
no,
I
a
know.
chair with a bunch of dildos attached to it or whatever.
I know.
think all of us.
I know. Embellishing a story makes it fun. This is fully true.
And by the way, I fully believe you on that because you
don't make up a
don't
chair
really
penis.
embellish that detail.
Dude, no, the chair penis is real. Also,
Yeah, you don't make that up.
also they took a
No,
Milwaukee.
you can't make that up.
Also, they took a Milwaukee power tool, like a power saw that goes like, and like they took the saw off and put a dildo on it, so it was
Yeah.
just a fuck gun.
I mean,
And I have a
People have
video of me
expanded my
wielding it.
world.
I have a video of me wielding
Babe,
it.
can we buy a fuck gun?
I want
A
a
fuck-
Hey,
wait.
hey, mom, for Christmas, can I get a fuck gun?
What, does a dick just shoot out of it when you pull the
Can we
trigger?
get that for our
Yeah, no, it
wedding?
just goes.
Oh, so okay.
So it's just you kind of
yeah.
stick it in and then you just kind of pull the trigger and it does its thing.
Finger bang. It's like a finger
That was
bang.
on floor too. That was the kink floor.
Yeah, a little
But
bit.
so I finished pouring the pina colada just as the girl on the bed finishes. I go to leave the room
At
with
the
my
same
one pina
time.
colada, and my girlfriend says, "Where's mine?" And I said, "Fuck." So I go back into the room. I start the second pina colada, taking forever to
You
fucking
might as well just
pour.
stare at them after that.
And in that short time I had left and come back into the room, now there's a girl going down on the girl that just finished. And then as the pina colada ends, the girl who was going down stood up, walked out. She walked out in front of me. And then she slapped the guy who offered me Coke earlier in the night on the ass. And then he put his arm around her, and then they went into his room. And I was like, yo, he's going to have an interesting kiss.
They didn't fuck at all.
No, I mean, that story in and of itself, I'm telling you right now. I mean, we could probably just shut the show down right now because I don't think any story that I tell you.
It just keeps getting better.
You want to know something?
I can honestly say it is not even going to compare to what.
I just want to know. I'm just gonna put this in perspective for you. Abby texted me 13 minutes ago saying, "How about Monopoly?" because we got into like a huge argument like over like houses and stuff. And the argument got so intense we ended up having sex in the middle of it. Your story is
in the middle of Monopoly.
your story is still so much better than that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I wish you didn't say that because I know Abby. I did not need to picture that.
But like,
I did.
You
I'm
don't
kidding.
think
but like I remember that argument went for like 10 minutes, and then we finally got it settled. I was like, yo, that's pretty hot.
Yo, dude, wait, no.
And then we just didn't finish the game.
Those are the best when it's not like a heated argument. It's just like an argument because like just something's not clicking, and one of you or both of you isn't understanding something, and then once you finally understand it, you're like, huh, that argument was silly. I'm a little hard now.
How long have you guys been together? Well, I know you guys are engaged, but
Abby and I?
How long have you guys been together?
So our anniversary is this month, October 28th. Our wedding is November 26th. So
That
that'll
didn't
be our new
answer her
anniversary.
question.
No, it didn't.
Oh,
It didn't.
5
But
years.
Oh, okay.
5
there we go.
years,
5
okay.
years.
He was doing girl math.
5 years. Okay, yeah. Like arguments still can be like kind of chill like that, like 5 years
Yeah.
or earlier. I think when you're with someone for a longer period of time, they can get a little bit more violent.
I mean, I would have been fine with the violence after Monopoly.
The violence.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
I think we were both in that kind of mood.
Damn, yo, he's really into that M part of the S&M, dude. He's still
Well,
What do
selling
you
it.
think
having,
the
like,
fucking
sex in the
sauce
middle
is
of
Fucking
for?
sauce.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
I was just saying the fact that like in the middle of Monopoly you could have sex. I think that would up the game for me completely because that is the most boring game ever, and there's never an end to it. You could play Monopoly
my
for
God.
hours. And the
Yo,
game never
yo,
fucking ends.
I-
So if you could just take
I
the
guess
whole
you
board
got
and have
free
one day.
parking.
Yo.
That was so stupid.
Yo, the makers of Monopoly, this is for you. I am implementing a rule into the game that henceforth everyone should follow. If you are going bankrupt, you have the option of prostituting yourself in Monopoly.
I love that.
You get 500 from the bank. You
Where
get
you-
500 from the bank. With inflation, is very good.
PJ,
Right.
where are you going with this? She already took her sweater off. Where are you going with this, buddy? What's going on here?
Why you gotta objectify her, John, huh? Why you gotta objectify her?
I don't know what
She's
you're
an
talking
attractive married woman, John. Have some respect
am.
for yourself.
I am. No, John knows. I am.
about. She is
I'm an
married.
attractive married who means business. Come on, that was not an easy night at the Eagles where I had to.
Oh, dude, you killed it at that set though. You
Thanks,
were
man.
having so much fun with that set.
Now, is
I
this
love
a
it.
club or is it a bar? Because I keep hearing the
So,
name Eagles.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, we've not said what it is. So it's an all men's. It's the second time I performed there.
They
It's
do
an
need
all
more
men's
women
club,
Oh,
And-
okay.
and that in and of itself. But for the night of comedy, they actually allow women
Oh, wow.
and myself as the comic to go into the club.
Ah, that's awesome.
So, yeah, no, and it was fun. I mean, but that was one of those nights also where the bar crowd was really loud.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to be a little forceful.
Yeah,
They like that. That audience likes it when you're a little forceful with them.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta be the S to the audience's M. You know what I'm saying? I'm still on the S&M shit. I'm not giving up.
That's it.
You've
And then I
been
die
on that
on
ever
stage.
since you've been objectifying me, sir.
Listen,
See, it started with me. I know where it was going.
listen. With them titties, I'll objectify you any day, John Brecko.
I don't know. I didn't pull mine out like you did.
You should.
He's envisioning how the Monopoly argument started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no,
Oh my god.
This
Right.
is PJ's version of shooting his shot.
Oh, yo, John, by the way, completely unrelated. Next time we hang out, we should play Monopoly.
This fucking guy.
Yeah, I know. I still don't enjoy that. I really don't like. It's not my favorite game, and I love a good board game.
Yeah,
What is
like,
your favorite game? I'm trying to get off this subject.
Yo,
I know.
I
All
will
right,
say.
so here we go. Ready? I like Okay, do you guys even know this game?
No.
Let's see.
Parcheesi. Did you guys?
Yeah.
I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
I don't think
Yeah,
I've ever
no,
played
it's
it.
also-
No.
And I like. Oh, see, this is gonna. And I like card games. I mean,
I like
anything-
shoots and
Okay.
ladders.
I know.
Yo,
I'm
Shoots
just
and
gonna
Ladders
say. I do
fuck.
like Shoots and Ladders. No, but I
Bro,
like
just
anything
involve
poker.
alcohol.
Yo, I do.
I like
Honestly.
poker.
I do say my favorite part of Monopoly is the economy of Monopoly because every time you pass go, you get a stimulus check, bro. You know how much money you could get if you just passed go once a year, stimulus check. Whoo wee! I'd vote for Joe Biden right now.
Okay.
All right, good. I like Candyland. I'm staying with the games.
Listen, yo, free money.
I love
You
that.
got my vote.
Oh, yeah. Let's stick with the games.
Yeah.
Just
Let's
involve
stick with the
alcohol.
G-rated. The G-rated. We got Candyland.
Stratego.
Actually,
See, I'm
no.
old.
Let's talk about Donald Trump's policies for a second.
Oh God.
Let's totally turn the show around. We're totally just kind of swing it back into.
No, what I am actually curious. How long have you been doing comedy? Because you mentioned, when you didn't have a lot of money in New York,
Yeah.
you were
So
trying
now
to.
I'm going to age myself, and I'll give you guys the honest answer because it depends who's in the audience, and I will lie about my age.
That's
But
okay.
I'll be honest with you guys. So I've been at this, and I've been performing for 20 some odd years.
Oh wow!
Damn.
I didn't know.
Okay, hold on, wait.
Yeah.
So let's play the higher or lower game. All right, I'm gonna guess
on.
your age. 20.
Higher.
You just guessed your age?
Okay. Wait. 90.
Lower.
All right, I have a range, guys. I got this.
We have
Just
a
70
median.
more guesses.
All right. Hold on. 20 and a half.
So
What?
I've been at stand-up. So I've been performing stand-up for like 25 years.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Damn.
No, that's crazy.
And
That's like my life and then more.
Yeah, when I heard you were 20, I'm like, shit, I'm double his age. This sucks.
When you started, I was
we're
3
probably
years
close to
old.
the same-
Yeah, I'm
But this is the
42.
thing, ready?
I'm
This is the thing.
42, so
You're what, 42?
yeah.
Yo, John, what year did you graduate?
She was waiting.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, what was that? So
You were-
I
you
was
were
just
trying to
saying
talk.
that one of the amazing things about doing stand-up for as long as I've been doing it is the fact that at this stage of my life and the fact that I'm still doing it, I appreciate it now more so than I ever have because I actually finally get who I am. So I finally appreciate I'm comfortable in my own skin where I wasn't, say, back in my 20s, where I'll get on stage now and I feel super strong and I feel like the jokes just flow. I can connect with the audience better because I have a better understanding as to who I am. So
Yeah, I tell a lot of
almost
younger
like
comedians.
we took this in a completely different direction, but
That's all right.
No, I
So
tell a lot of
serious.
younger comedians, you just got to figure out who you are on stage, and that's a huge
it.
key.
And you're not, and you shouldn't try and be anyone else. And
Yeah.
that's the whole thing. Because for a while there, I'm like, who do I really want to be on stage? And then you come to find out, actually, you can't be anyone else but yourself. So even
Yeah.
in let's say that you're bombing, you got to own the bomb, right? You
Yeah.
got to own whatever's happening. And then I don't know. For me, I found that it kind of just finally came together. I just feel a lot better. But I don't even think it has to do with comedy. I think it's just finally fucking getting who you are and owning it.
Yeah.
And then when you're on stage, it just comes out. It just is that much easier. And I wish I had that even like 10, 15 years ago when, it's just painful. You know, those night after night when it's not rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard just to keep getting up there, and I don't know. There are definite times where I'm like, holy fuck, I don't know if I can keep doing it. It's definitely like a masochistic thing where I'm like, But then after a while, if I'd known that it was going to be this great and this satisfying, I'm glad I kind of stuck it out. And I don't even know where I was going with this thought or why.
I just like how the two older people took control of the show and got it back on the tracks.
Okay.
Right?
You're talking about
But
a
I
swinger
love-
shit. I'm like, no.
I asked the question.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I think I took it there too. But that's why I love so many of the venues out here in Jersey versus, let's say, I used to do a lot more city shows. I lived in the city. I performed at Gotham and Stand Up New York, but back when it was a lot easier to get up on stage versus now, right? It's that much harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in Jersey, right, and you go to a lot of these places that we just talked about, it's probably the just fucking most real audience. And I love clubs like that. I really do. I really like just like a super real, authentic audience.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
for
that.
whatever that's worth.
So,
May not be much. Maybe we talk about the swingers again.
no,
Maybe we
like,
talk
Wait,
about the-
wait.
talk
John
about
looks
the-
like he's hurting. Are you all right?
no. Like, I have like an honest question because, it was just making me think, because of where she was going with it, how you kind of just have to, figure life out and just be yourself on stage. When was that like point where you kind of figured that out for yourself? Where would you say that point was?
So for
Just
me-
now. All right, I'm just joking.
Yeah,
When we were
exactly.
talking about the swingers, that's what
Yeah.
did it.
That's what did it.
Yeah. So, you want to hear something? So, when my life was really not together, okay. So I called the wedding off 4 months before I was supposed to walk down the aisle, right?
Yeah.
And one of the hardest things I ever did. We were living together at the time, whatever, and obviously when I was hopping up on stage, and I was doing it a lot because I was using stand up as therapy. So I think the easier your life becomes, right? Like now I'm at a completely different other stage, if you will.
Yeah.
The fact that my life makes that much more sense and I'm more stable. I feel like it's that much easier for me to tap into creativity versus using that as an example when I called my wedding off, right?
Yeah.
And I was couch surfing, right? I couldn't even get back into my apartment. Someone else was in my apartment at the time.
Oh,
So
wow.
I spent like 5 months couch surfing, which I was like, I don't even know. And yet I was still getting up on stage. And that was like kind of the thing that kind of held me together. But I don't know how great my material was because at that point it wasn't really about the material. It was more about what stand-up was doing for me just so I could.
Yeah, that was going to be my question. Do you still use any of that material in your stuff in your sets today?
So, yeah, you know what I do, and some of the material there, and it depends on who's in the audience. So that laundromat gig that I just did a few weeks ago was a super young audience, and I can tap into this really raw material, and it works with that crowd. With
Yeah,
the
that
younger
makes
crowd.
sense.
I don't talk about my kids. I don't rip on my husband, which that's always fun material. I don't even talk about my husband. I go right back into material that I did.
Now,
back
did you
then.
rip on your husband at the men's club?
Yeah, she did actually.
I probably
think so.
did.
That's awesome.
probably-
At least a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Not so
I-
much the kids. I think the husband got a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, again, it really is audience dependent. I don't do stuff and I'll even do like Chabad. I'll do shows at temples and JCC where I can't even say the word fuck. It's got to be like a G-rated show.
Yeah, a lot of freaks, not fucks.
And,
No,
I,
I'm just kidding.
and I produce those as well, so I have to bring comics in from the city that I know full well are going to have a clean set. It's just interesting. I don't know. I'm doing a lot more producing now too, and that I didn't do. Obviously, back when I started producing about 5 to 6 years ago, and I love it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's really fun.
That's
Good
awesome.
job.
I mean,
Yeah.
so how would you say producing changed your? Did producing change your view on comedy at all? Or your view on like the what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? The
Life.
kind of like the nitty gritty technical business side of comedy.
Yeah, no,
as opposed to just like being the performer.
Yeah, no, it really did. I mean, it in terms of there's a certain amount of power that goes along with producing, right? And I think for me, we all know when you go and you're booked for a gig, right? And all you're responsible for is just getting there, and you get up on stage, and for however long your set is, you get off stage and you drive home. The thing about when you're producing, there's so much more involved with it. Down to getting contracts signed and what happens if they cancel, having to pay the comics. I ended up buying all this electronic, all this equipment, really expensive speakers and cordless mics and spotlights and
Yeah, because I've had venues approach me, but to me, producing your own show is like a bringer show times infinity because you got to fill the whole room.
well, so it's that, and then depending on whether I do a corporate gig, so I've been doing even a lot more corporate work, which that, again, depending on who they are, right? It's super rewarding. I mean, financially, it's a lot more lucrative. I think depending on what you want to do as a comic.
Yeah, because in the movie with Adam Sandler, was it The Comedian, and Seth Rogen got these like corporate gigs and made a ton of money. That's how I remember corporate gigs from that movie.
Yeah, no, I mean, and I still really do it for the love of doing it. I got to be honest, I love it more now than I ever have, ever, and just I love being able to bring in the comics that I know because I've been doing it for so long, depending on what the show is, right?
Yeah, I was wondering, like, if Coca-Cola books you, do you start writing jokes about Coca-Cola, or how do you work that?
No, not really. I mean, so Coca-Cola books me, right? And I say, what kind of gig do you want? And the first question always is, does it need to be clean? Are we looking at a PG-13? What type of vibe do you want? And then you book the comics accordingly.
Okay. Yeah, because in my mind, I'm like, how would you test Coke jokes at like an open mic for that gig?
I don't really do. There's one gig I won't do, and I turned it down. Is that there's a local children's hospital here in Jersey, and they wanted me to come in.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
Nah.
I don't like performing for kids either. I can work clean, but there's something about, and forget about looking out and seeing a bunch of sick. I couldn't even make it through. I couldn't even make it through my set. But
all you'd have is poop jokes.
Yeah, I love a good poop joke. I'm telling you.
Everybody does, but
I've attended my friend. Do you know who Katie Blunt is? She's a comedian in the city. She does this Milk and Cookie show where it's all kids and family. They're the toughest audience because they won't shut up.
I mean, honestly, I did a couple shows in Staten Island where I specifically asked the booker, I'm like, are there going to be any kids? It was at a pizzeria, right? But it was at night. And the booker's like, no, there's not going to be any kids. I'm like, great. I show up, and who's there? Like
all
the first
kids.
3 rows.
Yeah.
If I tell you the littlest kids, one's like literally picking her nose, like fucking nose is jammed up her nostril, and I'm like, all right, you know what? I can just see where this entire night is going. Just she's all like flicking her boogers out at me, and I'm like, okay.
How did the set go?
Yeah.
No,
you know what? It wasn't my best night. I didn't bomb, but again, you have those nights where you're digging deep for material, and you're going in your head as you're up on stage. You're like, all right, what can I go into right now?
Yeah.
That is going to get some laughs with like a bunch of 12-year-olds.
What can I go into that's going to get the finger out of this girl's nose?
I mean, I talked about my kids, but again, but I talked about my kids in a different way. It's just, I wouldn't have done the gig.
Who hates diarrhea? All right.
Right?
Who here doesn't like
On
number
stage,
3?
nobody.
Who here doesn't like number 3? What's number 3? I got 5 minutes on that, buddy. I got you.
Right?
That's going to be your children's set, number 3?
Yeah, number 3.
Oh my gosh. And I love talking about my kids too. There's so much material there.
Now, have your kids seen your act?
No. So my kid, so I shouldn't say that. So this is the thing, because I've been doing it. I went up on stage even when I was pregnant and with both of them. And initially when I just had our first, who's now 18, I felt so strongly about performing even right after I had her, and I lived blocks away from Stand Up New York. At the time I was on the Upper West Side. I would take and at that point the baby she wasn't sleeping anyway. So I would hand the baby off to another comedian when I went up. I'm like, just, can you hold her?
Oh my God.
And they're like, dude, are you kidding me? And I'm like, just fucking hold her for fucking 15
Then you got to
minutes.
teach them how to hold the head up and shit.
And just fucking hold her, and then I'll get off set, and I'll take her, but let me just finish what I said. So no, I've been doing it for so long, they don't necessarily, we laugh a lot. Like, I don't know if I need to see you actually do it.
No, that's why I was wondering, do they think you're funny around the house?
Yeah, they do. We laugh a lot. We laugh so much, but I think that's even just my family, And teenage girls, I don't know, Jesus, they're hard as fuck. I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys have.
I have a younger sister.
Yeah.
Sophomore high school.
It's like Sybil. I'm like, 1 second they're happy, and the next minute, I'm like, okay.
Now, which kid did you have the better set while you were pregnant? Is that your favorite kid? All right. I'm just...
Right?
That's how you
it's my
pick?
first.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God.
No, but
But I did it to keep sane, and that's what it is. It definitely, you do it because it keeps you more of a, you're like a sane human.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
no, but I love that. Just like the fact that she was able to kind of just figure life out and just get like a much better appreciation for it. I felt that. You'll feel that one day, sir. Don't
I
worry.
will. Yeah, no.
You're too young to
gonna
feel
have
it.
It's okay, PJ.
You know,
You'll get there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you'll
mean,
feel it though, and you know what? You'll see. Like once you'll feel it in your gut that you're just more. You feel like your authentic self, and the second that happens, because for a while there, I'm like, I don't even know who the fuck I am right now, and you're not supposed to know, right? And then all of a sudden it fucking hits you, and you're like, oh my God, I can really just. There's something to be said for it. Like the material writes itself. I used to never be able to write ever. I would get up on stage. I had nothing written.
See, I've had 4 strokes, so I have to know what I'm going to say when I get on stage. Sometimes people say it's a little too scripted, but that's just the only way I can do it. Because if I try to ad-lib, I become Porky Pig and
Bleep bleep. That's all, folks.
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen him try to ad lib, and that was before the stroke. No, it was fun. It was funny because we were in the car and we were talking, and there was this one set that he was there. They pointed this guy out for having small dick energy. I was like, remember when I was making fun of small dick energy? And he was like, no, I had 4 strokes, remember? I was like, you still had 4 more than that guy, so.
Yeah, like if I see you guys again, remind me I know you. Because I can't remember
I have
anything.
That too, though. Listen, regardless even of whether you had a stroke, do you find now even when you see people, is it just you don't remember that you met them, or how does that play out even? Like,
because I'm super friendly, so I'll talk to somebody for 20 minutes, and then the next day we could meet up, and I'll be like, I think I know you.
Yeah.
If I see you a few
I have
times.
that in comedy all the time. I have that word, and not to interrupt, but someone will come up to me like, how do you not remember?
Yeah.
I met you like, literally a year ago after this, and they'll say the exact show, and you came off stage, and I'm telling you right now, like, I vaguely remember your face, but I'm horrible with names.
I've done that to people before.
I can't remember anyone's name.
One of my really good friends in comedy, I met him in Boston at the World Series of Comedy, and then we were on a show together in Queens, and he came up to me and said, hey, what's up? We had a long conversation in Boston. I was just like, hey. He knew I had no idea who he was, and he jokes about it all the time, but my memory is just horrible.
Because it's only so far you can go with that, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm the best liar. I'm like, oh my God. And I'll just keep talking, and I'm like, maybe that person, I'll remember who they are.
No, because I have a bit where I can play the stroke card and get out of anything because nobody's going to call me on it.
Yeah, I could see. Listen, that's a. Not that you'd want to use that card, but you got it to play with.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it was funny. Your headliner, his name was Steve, right?
Steve Picaro.
Steve Picaro. So he remembered me. I forget from what show.
I like how you said that.
And I was just like, wait. And I was vaguely remembering him, but like before he said that, I had no fucking idea who he was.
He's funny.
I was like, Jesus Christ.
Dude, he had so much Taylor Swift material that night. It was so good.
Dude, he really did. dude, everybody had Taylor Swift material, and I was like, why? Half the crowd is from Kansas.
Oh,
Just
wow.
make fun of them.
Wait, what show is it? What one was this?
I ran a show. I have a spot in Garwood where I run a showcase show. Just like people that are newer or people that I think I want to get on something. I throw everyone like 10 minutes, and one of the comics had like 10 family members from Kansas in.
Oh my God!
And so he just brought all of them plus his Jersey family to the show. So he ended up bringing like just 15 people just because they were around and wanted to see a show. I was like, "Fuck yeah, fill the room." Thank you, bro. And it got to the point where anytime anyone just said Kansas, just half the room. Yeah, Kansas!
I kind of started that trend.
He did. John was the one who started it. It was great.
Because I kept fucking with him.
It was so funny.
By the way, I think Saquon Barkley just got traded.
Oh, did he?
Wait, did he?
That's what I think I got the alert. Hopefully it wasn't a fake alert.
To where?
I don't know. It just said for a first and second.
I love how he brings that up like Karen's going to give a shit.
My bad.
No, I do. Listen.
Are you a Giants fan?
No, I'm Jets.
Fuck
Oh,
you.
Never mind.
All right, I'm done with this.
Well, where did... Hold on.
yikes.
What is wrong with you? What's your problem?
I know, are you
I was
anti-
raised in a Giants household.
Are
I'm an
you
Eagles
okay?
fan,
So
bro.
you're a Giant.
You're an
a Giant.
Eagles fan?
I am an Eagles fan.
I'm seriously reconsidering this friendship right now. I'm revoking my RSVP for your wedding.
Bro, you don't even like
Yes.
sports.
Giants do suck this year, though. Like,
They do. No,
badly.
the Giants suck
Yeah.
this year.
No.
You're just
Yeah.
mad that we're 5-0.
Dude, I just don't
The
get.
Jets just won. I don't know if anyone saw that game, but I felt I was even they can call it a messy win, but it was a win nonetheless, and it totally was so exciting.
It might have been a fake thing, so disregard that.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
I mean,
And
listen.
then I like the Mets. I'm Mets and Jets.
The Mets.
Oh, yeah.
I
I'm
like
a
the
big
Yankees.
Mets fan.
I have
Yankees.
a man who's a Mets fan, and that kind of matriculated down to
Yeah,
me.
you know that's me with being a Giants and a Yankee fan. Just my older family, because I'm not a big sports fella.
Right.
It did.
Just because you're
Are you
near
not a
New
big-
York.
Are you not a big sports fan? You're not a sports guy?
Yeah, I'm not a big sports guy. You know what I mean? Like,
He's a big swinger guy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Swings.
I mean, here's my thing. Like if I have the opportunity to go to a live game,
He's a golfer.
if I have the opportunity to go to a live game, I'll go to a live game because that's fun. But
Yeah.
like, if it's on TV, I'll be like, okay,
Yeah.
I have better shit
I
to
get
do.
that. Like, I don't like actually watching baseball on
No one likes
TV.
watching
I find
Nah.
it really fucking boring. Unless I'm at a bar, and if it's on at a bar, I'll sit there and watch it. But am I going to turn it on if I'm home? The answer is no. But I used to go to the games. So one of my first jobs out of college was I worked for WFAN.
Oh, that's
Awesome.
awesome.
Oh,
That's
what?
awesome.
Oh, that is so
It's
in
sick.
cool.
Astoria Studio in Astoria. And it was a great job. And at that point, you know, I mean, I was a sports fan, but that I like, you know, I ended up going to all the games and everything was free. At that point, I had no money, and that was just fun as hell.
Oh my God, WFAN, man. That's
Right?
cool as shit.
Mike and the Mad Dog, and I mean, it's like,
Oh,
Yeah, I
back
was
then-
gonna
that was
say
back
you
then.
were there with
Oh
Imus
my
in the morning,
God.
right?
and fucking Imus was like ripping on me. I'm like, dude, can you not be a prick? He was being so, I'm short. I'm a small woman, and I mean, not that you could tell because I'm sitting down, but so he would rip on my height. He's like, since when are we hiring like dwarfs here or whatever? I'm like,
Jeez.
prick.
Yo, that's a civil suit nowadays.
Yo, he's
Yeah,
about to
right.
call
You
you
could never
Smurf.
say that now. You could never say that.
Well,
now.
he
Nah.
got
He
in
was about to start
trouble.
calling you Smurfette.
Yo.
Yeah.
Well, he got in trouble with the Rutgers women's basketball anyway.
Yeah,
Who, Mike or
exactly.
Mad Dog?
No, Don Imus. You don't even know who the hell he is.
I was about to say, I know what Mike and Mad Dog is. I didn't know Don Imus.
Yeah. The
missed
older
that part.
people know who he is.
Yeah, no, he's freaking old school. But
Oh my
I
God.
don't even know why we started talking about sports, but it was sports.
Because
stuff.
I thought
'Cause
Saquon
of
Barkley got
Mike.
traded.
Right, and then that's right. And then you're like, Karen's probably not interested. And I'm like,
I mean, listen, if it's on TV, like, I'm not going to put it on voluntarily, but if it's on, I'll watch football or soccer.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I gotta
actually-
take you to Firkin Tavern over here in Ewing because it's a big Eagles bar. Dude, that bar is so lit. They have giant Jenga.
I'm in. I'm
Yes.
down to get fucked up
Wait,
and play
where is
some.
it?
Do they have Giant Monopoly
It's in
too?
Ewing.
Ooh, giant Monopoly.
It's
Does
in
that mean my
Ewing.
dick
It's
will
called
grow bigger?
Firkin Tavern.
Where's it? So how far away is that? See, where you live, I like don't even know this part of Jersey, really.
So where are you from?
So, well, I'm from West. I mean, like originally, or just like right now. Where am I from?
Right now.
Right now, I'm in Morristown. I live
Oh,
in Morristown.
Morristown? You're like about an
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Because when I went over to Eagles, that's normally about an hour drive.
Yes, and Eagles is like literally 5 minutes away from my house.
Yep, there we go.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
That's exactly
it's-
it then.
Eagles.
Yeah, right? That kind of works because I'm like an Eagles fan too.
Listen, the thing
And
is-
you're a man. All right.
the thing is, I can't like the Eagles because there's this one kid when I was a kid and he was an asshole and his family were assholes.
you're still a
and
kid.
they were like, no, I'm saying like elementary school. I'm talking
So, like, 3 years
I'm
ago?
talking pre-ball drop. So,
So like 3 years ago.
3.5, dickhead. No, but
Three
no.
and a quarter actually.
His whole family
rounding
sucked, and they all loved the Eagles, and they were like they were like one of the only Eagles fans in the school, and I was like, "Fuck you and your dumb
sports
Eagles," and now I just don't like the Eagles.
Yeah, some of the fans are just like too much.
You,
Super
you,
obnoxious.
There are a lot of
Super
gingers,
obnoxious.
dude. Hard R and everything. They're a bunch of
you leave
gingers,
these
dude.
people that make me look bad alone.
Yeah, you're all right, but most of them are just very I don't know. They just pour beer and
They just-
shit
they
on
just-
each other
they
at
just pour
games.
beer, break glass, and go stab
Yeah.
and stab.
Yep.
Like I'm supposed to go to Xfinity to watch the Bills and the Eagles, but I'm gonna be the only Bills fan, so I'm probably gonna get beat up.
Bro, you talk about us, but you guys put yourself through tables.
Yeah, well, not.
Like, what are we talking
No,
about?
that
here?
was like one time.
Yeah, but also
Yeah, that was like one
Opening-
time.
That's like every game.
opening game, didn't some Bills fan like get fall down a like well or something? I thought I read that.
Was there a table?
I have no
in the
idea.
line?
Fell down a
I'm
well?
pretty sure.
No, they
like,
probably
were
smashed
tailgating
themselves
and
through
there
a
was
table.
a big where
Yeah, I
the new
was about to say,
stadium
there's
is
a
getting
table.
built.
There's a
What-
table, then yeah, that definitely
What
happened.
kind of The Ring remake type shit is falling in a well?
No, they're
at a-
building. They're building like a new stadium up in Buffalo, and he or she, I don't know, probably a he, but went into the like construction and just fell down. They had to save him. I'm almost positive on that.
Damn.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah.
No, I didn't either.
Who just got killed though? Did you guys hear about this? And I forget, it was at a football game, and I don't know. One guy was, I think, it was a Patriots fan.
Oh,
think.
yeah.
Oh, fucking course.
Fucking hear about that? It's not
Yeah,
that
The
no.
child mouth kissers fucking, yeah, okay, they killed someone.
Wait, what happened?
No, it was a Dolphins fan and a Patriot fan. He
That's
was
right,
older. He
that's
got
right.
into a fight, and the
the guy
Dolphins
was-
fan kind of cold cocked him, and then he just died.
Damn,
shit.
what?
Yes.
I think he had
That's
a heart attack or
crazy.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he fucking
That's
died, but I
insane.
think it was from head trauma.
Holy
Yeah, I think he
shit.
hit his head or something.
He
Oh
didn't tell
shit.
when he hit his head when he got fist pumped. You know, or the guy like knocked him out. And I
When he
was
got
just like,
fist bumped.
Not fist pumped. Oh my god, really?
Well,
No,
that was a Sunday night
That's a
game.
hell
That's
of a
why
way to
night
say that.
games are
Jesus.
Yeah,
horrible.
when he got fist pumped into his head.
It's
Yes.
the final fist bump. What a way to go out.
Final countdown.
Honestly, it's not good. If you're sitting there worrying about your life, you're just sitting there wanting to watch a little football in the stand.
Well, like I said, it was a night game, and those are usually the worst because people are getting liquored up all day and everything.
They got a lot of time to pregame.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's
A lot of
just
tailgating going on.
either that or
Yeah,
you're
for
watching the early games, drinking, and then going to the stadium. Yeah. See, I'm sober. I hate alcohol. I don't hate alcohol, but I don't drink anymore. To me, ban all beer at stadiums, and there'd be no problems.
Listen, I
Are
respect
you
your.
sure?
Listen,
Yeah.
We'll find a way.
Do you realize how stupid y'all are when you're drunk? I
Very.
hang out with all
Yeah.
comedians, and I gotta
Realize
hear
how
this
stupid
dumb
people
shit.
are when they watch sports.
Yeah, but they're all drunk. Okay.
Yeah, no. I'm sober. I'm actually the boring sober. I'm also always the DD. Like my husband's from England. So what I didn't realize when I got married is I was, for the rest of my marriage and most of my life, I was always going to be the designated driver. So I'm not
That's Abby now.
and it's fine because, so I told you guys I love tequila, which I 100% do, but I don't need it, and I'm also a small person, so I'll have a nice solid tequila, and that's pretty much all I need, and then that gets me through
Just-
most of the night, 'cause
Just
I end up
warms
having
you
to
up in the
drive.
cold.
Hell
And
yeah.
I don't drink before I get on stage. I'll never ever drink before I get
Oh,
on
I
stage.
don't eat or drink. I'm fasting right now because
Yeah.
I like to be like a wild animal, like ready to pounce.
Yeah, and I don't eat, but I'm the same like you. I don't eat before a gig. Like, I can't, some of these gigs where they're like, we'll feed you before you go on stage. That to me, I'm like, dude, that is the last thing.
I need it
want
after.
to
I need it
say.
after though.
No, like
yeah.
what they
Oh, yeah,
just
no,
ate,
after a
I
set,
would have
I'll
been
fuck
falling
up a free
asleep.
dinner.
Oh my god.
I'll fuck up a comp dinner right after a
I
set.
need it real bad after a set.
What I used to do before I would go on stage is I used to have like 2 drinks and like a few hits from a weed pen. Like I would get a little cross before I would get on stage, and that's how I rolled for a while. And then I tried it.
Back when you were wearing suits.
Oh yeah, dude. Listen, listen off the rack. That suit was $600. I got that shit for $36 total at a thrift store.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Banana Republic fit me like a glove, dude.
Alright.
I miss them inside pockets all the time. Oh, beautiful. But yeah, no, I used to get fairly fucked up before we get on stage, and that's how I started. And then I transitioned. I did the opposite. A lot of comics start like yeah, maybe they'll have a few drinks if they're just starting out, but like, you know, they're pretty sober. And the more you get into the comedy, the more substances you start using. But for me, I was reverse. I was like, I'm gonna get fucked up, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try this sober and be responsible. And then it started working better.
Was it
This is
also
DJ
because a lot of
figuring his
comedians
life
do it because of stage fright? They
Yeah,
have
no,
drinks.
that's when I started.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when I started, I did the same 5 minutes for like 3 months, just because I was like, I want like every night it would be a little bit different. Like a lot of people are like, oh, try new material. I was like, fuck that. I want a solid 5.
No, that's the actual smart way to do it.
Yeah.
And No Filter Paul kept busting my balls every single time because I lived up in Connecticut half time, ex-girlfriend, whatever. But I would come back down on Wednesdays, and I don't have a car. I didn't have a car at the time. So I would have my mom drive me to Scotty's. I'd do the $7 buy-in, which ended up being $12. And then I would do 5 minutes and get an Uber home. And I did, and No Filter Paul every time. Haha, ginger cunt. And then once he learned my punchlines, he'd throw out my punchline right before I could do it. And I'm like, you fucking British ball thrill on weight type motherfucker.
Yeah,
and then every time I'd say something that was like out of pocket or like offensive or edgy, Dave Hodge every time.
That's it.
I love him. I love. He's the one of the
such a nice
funniest
guy.
people I've ever met. He's so funny.
He's
Golf
such
clap.
a nice guy too.
Yeah.
They're the best.
I like him a lot.
I went on vacation to Cape May this summer, and I was like, you know, it's gonna be nice having a week away from comedy. You know, I love comedy, but you know, I just want to take a break, chill on the beach, relax.
How was it?
It was great. We went to Wildwood, and I was on the Wildwood Boardwalk with my family, and I saw a comedy poster, and I was like, oh shit, that's the shit that I do. I wonder if I know anyone on the flyer. No Filter Paul.
On the flyer?
I couldn't escape Paul for a week, dude.
That's
Did
hysterical.
you go to the show to yell out his punchlines?
No, because the show was a month prior.
Dude,
It was just still up there.
I would have just been over there. It was only cancer.
Every time No Filter Paul says the cancer word, the room generally just goes, and it's the and he
I love it.
and he knows that, so then he'll go out of his way to make really bad cancer jokes, and then keep turning the room off, but then keep going. I love him. He comes to my mic every week. I love him so much.
Yeah, that's why, because with the stroke material, I only do it. It's funny stuff, but I only do it in like 15-minute sets because the audience in a shorter set doesn't know if they can laugh. You know, I don't want to make them feel uncomfortable, but once they get to know me,
Everyone has different strokes.
yeah.
Tell me about it. Let's blame it on
Thank
baby.
you for that adding.
That's
it.
right. But anyways, Ruben told me we have 2 minutes left, probably like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
you know.
no, this is so good. Thank
All right,
you guys
cool.
so
Yeah.
This is so much
Thank
fun.
I
you.
had so much fun.
Awesome.
Thank
Good
you for
to
coming.
meet you.
I
And
have your
everything.
Instagram. I will definitely get you out to a show sometime.
I would love it. DM me. I would love to be on. Seriously.
Will do.
Thank you.
Come suffer with us on hot sauce next time.
Hell yeah.
I'm in, guys. I'm
Dude,
in for the hot
Peach,
sauce.
should we keep bringing this back? What do you think?
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Hell
I think
yeah.
So too.
I
Yeah,
don't.
good.
Would you keep
I
coming
still
back
don't
for Brad
understand
Pitt
what
hot
it
sauce?
was. So no.
All right. But anyways, guys, this is John Brecko, Becca from down the street, PJ Morin, Miller Mark,
Yeah. Thanks.
Ruben in the back. Oh man, what a show! KRENTS, everybody.
Thank you. Guys, thanks for having me on.
We'll be back. We'll be back on the 16th. Seth Bunting is coming on, 12 p.m. Be there.
Yeah.